Hi, Chiefs fans. Hi, how you doing? It's your old pal, Big Herbo, B Herbo. It's your pal, Rod, man. It's a safe space. You can talk to us. I know
Always.
you guys had one of the most embarrassing Super Bowl losses in recent memory. Almost as embarrassing as the last time you had an embarrassing Super Bowl loss, like 4 years ago. But who's counting? Chiefs fans, Chief Kingdom. Come here, come get a big hug. We're your pals. We love you guys. We didn't root against you because we don't like you. We rooted against you because we can't stand y'all. But it's okay now. It's all under the bridge. It's all over. No more 3P. No more GOAT conversations. No more real dynasty. It's okay. It's okay. Don't hate us. We tried to protect y'all feelings. We knew what was gonna happen, even though we bet and picked y'all to win. But that's neither here nor there. We did this for you. We rooted against you guys so you could be prepared to be defeated, man. No hard feelings, right, Rod?
None whatsoever. None.
None. These
None.
are we're your buddies that fin out of water, all right? So this is my olive branch to all of Chiefs Kingdom. Let's call the bygones, man. Let's call the truce, man. I'm here for peace, man. I'm here for peace. I'm here for peace, man. How do you feel, Rod?
Chiefs fans. Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I made sure to call suicide watch for all these motherfuckers. I made sure to call last night. I was checking in on y'all, man. I was worried about y'all, man, because let me tell you something, man. A lot of y'all Chiefs fans were talking reckless,
Talking reckless, talking
reckless.
crazy, talking
Man,
crazy, talking crazy. Now, all right, man. We Chiefs, we're just talking shit. All right, man. Let's actually get into the game, man. Let's recap, man. Beat them down. Beat them, beat them, beat them, beat them down.
damn.
This is one of the fakest scores in Super Bowl history, bro. This is 40-6. I'm not giving them that 22.
It
That
is
bullshit.
not indicative of what actually how the game
It
went,
is
bro.
the
At
game was 40-6. All right. That's it. The real score, the real points was 40-6. Chiefs, don't if you have any pride as a competitor, you are not trying to claim that 22 points. You're not going to try and Patrick Mahomes is shameless for out here stat padding in a blowout. Like, dog, you could have blew your fucking ACL. Like, take your ass on the bench, dog. Like, that was shameless. That was nasty, nasty work.
nasty work.
You trying to
Nasty work.
pass that in a Super Bowl, dog? And you gonna hide behind? Oh, this is we could come back. Stop it, bro. They put their backups in, dog.
Pat had that winning delusion, Herbie.
It
He didn't
wasn't
want to
winning
believe what
delusion.
happened.
No, man. Listen, no, 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 no. Pat is an all-time great. Pat is the second greatest quarterback of all time. Pat is the most talented quarterback of all time. Pat has the highest peak that I've ever seen a quarterback have. All of these things are true. But you also know what Pat is? Pat is smart. He understands that nobody is actually going to dig into the game. People are going to just say, what did he do? 20, 30 years from now, they're going to say, damn, Pat had 300 yards and three touchdowns a game against the Eagles? Huh, he wasn't that bad. No, no,
You had to
no.
see it.
You had to be there. And he knows that because that's how sports work. The farther you get removed from a game, the farther you get removed from the facts, you can disillusion the truth. He knows that it was important to get some yards in that game. He's not stupid. There was no reason for Pat Mahomes to be out there with the starters when the backups for the Eagles were out there. When the backups go in, your backups go in. All right? That should be the rule. That's
Yeah.
the unwritten rule of football in sports and competition. That was nasty. All right? That was nasty what Pat Mahomes did. That's what nasty what the Chiefs did, dog, to try to make the score look better than it actually was. Nasty work. However, I, I'm gonna let you take the floor. I don't really have anything to say about the game just because everybody's seen what happened. But I know that you had particular thoughts and that you wanted to get off, bro. So, what was your assessment of the game? How did you feel about the game? Matter of fact, fuck it, bro. Take me through your day, man. How was your Super Bowl, man? How was your Super Bowl Sunday, man?
My Super Bowl Sunday. Listen, Herbie, my Super Bowl Sunday was good, man. You know what I'm saying? I went to the gym. I cooked breakfast for the ladies at the house. Know what I'm saying? Myself, obviously. Know what I'm saying? It was a good, chill day in preparation, obviously. Um, when it comes down to it, her, because I didn't go out for the Super Bowl. I decided to stay in, man. That's how old I am now, bro.
Yeah,
Where I don't
we
even care to go
washed.
out for the Super
Yeah,
Bowl, dog.
washed. Yeah,
Completely wild.
fresh laundry, my boy. Washed for sure.
But Herbie, if I were to describe how this Super Bowl made me feel in 5 words, I would probably go, "What the fuck was that?" Herbie. Herbie, I don't think people understand like what we were in for, right? Because listen, to start the game, there was a bad offensive pass interference call on AJ Brown. Like I thought it was a tick attack call. You know, I started thinking about like all like JPS and all the fans who were talking about the rest and stuff, and I'm just like, oh boy, the rest better be careful. Herbie, after that moment, that thought went out the freaking window. Herbie, the Eagles, it's funny, Herbie, because I'm gonna say that the Eagles blitzed the Kansas City Chiefs, and they never blitzed them.
Never blitzed him.
Never blitzed them technically in the game, but they blitzed them in terms of they completely overwhelmed them, Herbie. Herbie, it's very rare that you see an all-time great quarterback and an all-time great coach look flustered. And it's very rare. And this was one of the games, Herbie, and this might sound a little odd, but I thought this was one of the rare times where the moment looked too big for the Chiefs because they didn't expect what was coming to them, Herbie. And this is something that I understand about psychological warfare. You can't go into a battle already thinking about defeat. And what I mean by that is, Herbie, the Chiefs didn't the Chiefs went into the game knowing in their mind, believing they couldn't run the ball. Herbie, you're going up against one of the most ferocious D lines and probably NFL history, honestly, just by the way they performed this postseason alone. You go with one of the best secondaries, a young secondary, a great linebacker heading a linebacker core, just an overall great defense, Herbie. And what do? You just abandon the run entirely. You just say, you know what? We know we can't run on y'all, so we just gonna just put it all on Pat. And mind you,
But
Herbie,
I'll say this: the entire season, the running game was the short passing game for the Chiefs, right? So, in that regard, they were doing what they always do. Pat Mahomes led the league in behind it. Outside of what's the dude? Bro, the dude for the Broncos, quarterback for the
Bo
Broncos.
Nix.
Outside of Bo Nix, bro, the Chiefs are one of the highest teams that pass behind the line of scrimmage. Their short passes is their running game, right? But the difference is that they went against a team that was incredibly fast, dog. So there was
Mm-hmm.
one play, right, where and this was a play where they didn't even get pressure. It was a coverage sack. Pat Mahomes was trying to figure out how I could go deep, and he wanted to hit Xavier Worthy on a pass on a post route, and Quinyon Mitchell was on that dude's hip, like he
Mm-hmm.
stole something, dog. Like that man was on his ass, like he said something about his mama, dog. Like these dudes were geeked up, man. Like sometimes it don't matter what the game plan is. You can't. Sometimes you just get punched in the mouth, dog. Like the bully got bullied, man.
Bro, Herbie, the bully got bullied 100% completely. And here's the kicker, right? When you look at how Herbie, and I know, people have seen these stats, but to me, it's just you got to marvel at this. Like people have to understand. Patrick Mahomes is considered already. This was the Super Bowl that if he won, he was going to start entering serious comparison to Brady. Obviously, we're going to get into the conversation about where it is now. But like he was on the cusp of being like, okay, like we could have a conversation because he has this. Herbie, the Eagles came and said, man, get the fuck, nigga, man, sit your ass down. Sit that shit down. Herbie, like to have 6 sacks, to pressure Mahomes on 50% of his dropbacks, to have 11 quarterback hits, Herbie, and not blitz once?
Unheard of.
Herbie,
Insane.
Herbie, Herbie, do people understand that in the 6 instances in NFL history where a defense did not blitz, the teams won? You want to know why? Because this is something that no quarterback, no matter how great, not even Tom Brady could overcome, Herbie. If you got 4 guys that can raise hell and you drop 7 back, Herbie, it's hard for any quarterback to overcome that. We witnessed that. Granted, it took a miracle helmet catch by Eli Manning and the Giants to beat Brady, but that defense, particularly that D line, held them to 14 points. They bastardized them all day, and that's exactly what the fucking the Philly Eagles did to Mahomes. Herbie, Mahomes for the first time in a long time, not since the previous Super Bowl where they lost and he looked like this. Herbie, Mahomes looked shaky. Mahomes looked like he was running for his life, bro. And not only that, Herbie, you got to add that it wasn't even just the fact that the defensive line was so dominant. Mind you, the Chiefs have 2-3 all pros on their offensive line, so it's not
Yeah,
like
they
they
have
have a
two.
bad
They
O
have
line.
multiple all pros
Multiple all pros. Herbie,
on offensive line.
it was the defense, it was the coverage too. So not only do you have no time to throw, not only do you have no pocket, but when you look downfield, nobody's open. Like at that point, Herbie, as like some people could say, "Oh, he played bad, he lost the game." Herbie, the one thing I believe and understand about sports and football, especially, there are times where a quarterback can just play bad, and you could just be like, "Bro, this nigga just ass." But there are times where the team on the other side forced you to look like shit.
Yeah, force the issue.
Bro, Herbie, I'll tell you like this. I don't know what other quarterback, what other quarterback in NFL history is gonna, compared to how they played against the Chiefs that day. Who's gonna stop that defense?
All right. Spoiler alert. I will say that, but we'll save that for the GOAT conversation in the Tom Brady
Okay.
comparison,
Yes,
right? And
sir.
and
Yes, sir.
because that what you're talking about right now, it speaks to something that I noticed, which is Mahomes. This loss is going to make it harder, right? So before we get to that point, matter of fact, this is what we do because we get criticized for never talking about the winning team and never giving people credit. Right? These fucking fan bases, they can't get, they don't know what the fuck they want, right? So let's talk about the Eagles side and let's give them their proper flowers because the defense obviously is going to be the star of the show. It should be the star, right? But the offense had to do what the offense did too. They didn't. The defense didn't score 40 points. They scored 7. The other 33 came on offense, right? Like,
Right.
what about the offense from the Eagles that you saw was like, damn, bro? What was the thing that impressed you the most about the Eagles offense?
Well, Herbie, on the previous show when we talked about the Eagles, JPS John Paul Smith, shout out to him. He brought up like one of the props that Saquon not to score. And I remember me specifically because me, I don't listen. I don't hide, Herbie. I don't hide. What I said is what I said. I said, man, if Saquon don't score, they don't win. Yeah, right.
It's insane.
Yeah, right. Herbie,
it's insane.
one thing that we spoke about like throughout, especially this entire postseason, because we kind of didn't speak about the Eagles too much during the season, right? They were just quietly winning, doing their thing.